I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Today we're going to look at the Predator Rogue Takedown Longbow. Now Predator have been making bows for a number of years, and I'm going to say over 20 years. It was originally founded by Ron Pittsley who passed away 2 days ago. So condolences to the family and to Mike, who's the co-owner of the business. They make these fantastic bows and what I consider the best traditional bows on the market. This is new for them. So their original longbow, Predator produced two types of longbows. This is called the Longbow. It's a reflex deflex, so it's got basically a curve in the limb. They also produced the Phoenix, which is a straight, normal 68-inch longbow. This is their new takedown longbow. So this bow comes in 60 inches. It's a custom-made bow, so basically I'll make you whatever poundage you want. This is their sort of custom riser with the different wood laminations. The limbs, once again you can get all different limb combinations here. The limb tips, I'm going to zoom in, just really nice and fine. The back's always black, that's a traditional thing. Now, why would you want to take down longbow? I've got people who want to fit stuff in a backpack, so nice and convenient to carry in a car, nice and convenient if you're hiking. And the 60-inch bow is basically equivalent to your takedown Predator recurve, which comes in either 58, 60 or 62 inches. So this is basically an alteration of their Hunter recurve, but in a takedown longbow. Now, their recurves come in a nice little foam cardboard box, which, you know, little spots to put the limbs in. The Rogue does not. The Rogue just comes like this. There's no bowstringer with it. It's basically like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a shot with it and see how this bow feels to shoot, and then I'll show you basically my first Predator bow I purchased about 20 years ago. So to finish off the review. Thank you. The shooting range ready to shoot the Rogue, but before I do that I want to show you the first Predators I purchased. Now this is mine. She'd be about, I don't know, many years old. I'm going to say about 20 years. Now the Flemish twist string has stretched on it, so I need to have that fixed. So that's the bow there. Now this one here is a bow I had specially made for my son when he was young. So this was a 34-pound bow. Now this bow looks, I'm going to say, as good as the day this bow was made. And this bow was made 9 years ago. So when you buy a Predator bow, it's an investment in a lifetime. It's a bit of artwork that basically looks and shoots. It's just an awesome bit of machinery. But on that, like Ron's limbs, the design of the limbs, the design of this limb, to put so much reflex on the limb makes the bow shoot really fast, and it's a unique design. So when it came to the Rogue, which is here, I haven't shot this bow before. It's more of your traditional longbow, but it's kind of something a bit different. And I can remember having dinner with Ron and Mike, Mike the owner. So I've known them since I was 20 or 27 years ago. So I'm having dinner with them in, I think, Indianapolis. And they were saying, oh look, what should we change, what can we add? And we spoke about carbon, we spoke about foam limbs, which are now options on Predators. So if you want this bow with, you know, foam instead of wood and carbon instead of fiberglass, they will make that for you. And they'll make you different types of wood if you want different woods. Now wood to me means nothing. I don't know what type of wood is in this riser, but for lots of people who like traditional stuff, the wood does mean something. I don't know what this is. But they have that as an option. And I said at the time to them, I said, what I'd really like is a takedown longbow. And they came out with this. Now, I met Ron and Mike back 20 years ago when they worked at Darton Archery, and I was the Australian distributor for Darton. And Ron made the Predator longbows for Darton. And Mike and Ron left Darton to establish Predator as a company and build it. And to me, it's a very interesting story. But Ron, and I'm going to pick on Ron because he's now passed away. Ron was a guy who had his university degree, and his dad had, I'm going to get it wrong, an air conditioning business. Anyway, so they fix air conditioners and fit refrigerators like cool rooms and stuff. If I get it wrong, anyway, forgive me, that someone can make a note. Anyway, when his dad passed away, I think it was, Ron goes, what I want to do is I want to make bows, because that was his passion, to make bows. And he said to me, look, it was probably a bit disappointing for the family because it was the family business. And I got out of it. I wanted to make bows. And Mike, the other co-owner of this company, his degree, I think, is in marketing. And when he worked in Darton, he was in charge of international sales. But for me, their passion to make bows was such that they give up, their paying jobs for this passion to build these beautiful bits of thing that shoot. And to me, it's just amazing. The level of customer service with this company, and the product is amazing. So I've had some cracked limbs in the past, which have cracked, and it's not the limbs break. The fiberglass has a split which goes up here through the little holes in the riser, and that occurs when they drill it. That every one of them gets replaced. So it is frustrating for a customer, but when I say I sell recurves, I used to sell Samick recurves, and I had a 50% failure rate. I've sold these bows, and I've got so many customers who have multiple bows, multiple Predators, and to say I have never in 20 odd years had a failure as far as not one which has been fixed. It's just an awesome company. And like I said, they're a medium-sized business as far as they're not so big that they ignore you, and not so small that it's we'll make that for you in 6 months' time. It's a nice sized business, but yeah, really good. And as far as Ron is concerned, just such a passion for the industry and traditional bows. So this is my first time drawing back the bow. So this bow is at, God, if I had great eyes, it would be helpful. I think it's 39 pounds at 28 inches. So I draw it back here, and it's quite light here. Starting to build. Now I've gone past this, I'm probably at about 30 inches at that point. And the bow's not really stacking now. My target recurve is 42 inches. So 42 pounds. So 42 pounds is about there. I would say the draw's easier than my recurve, and the Predator limbs are always very good as far as they don't stack, and they produce heaps of speed. I always compare them in speed to other bows, and they've always come in to be the fastest. I don't know about this limb because there's not a lot of reflex on it, but it looks like a nice shooting bow. Now their strings, Predator make their own strings, and they make strings for other companies. So a lot of the Flemish twist strings you'll see in the market are actually made by Hunter's Niche or Predator Archery. And they told me, I remember over dinner, they told me how many strings they make a day. It was a lot. It was lots and lots of strings a day. I couldn't even give you a number. If I said 200 strings a day, it was a lot. I was like, how'd you make that many strings? Anyway, let's have a shot. So the draw itself is nice and smooth. And it doesn't feel like 39 pounds. It feels pretty easy. So we're just going to take the shot. Oh. Do you see how quiet that is? There's no silencers on this bow. This bow is just... Now, is this going to be quieter than the Predator recurve? Absolutely, because you've got nothing here. There's no limb hitting the string. So this is one reason why you prefer this over the other bows. Now compare it to the longbow, like the Phoenix, which is the 68-inch traditional longbow. Should be a little bit faster, should be less vibration because the limbs are shorter, but you're going to get more finger pinch with this bow. But as a hunting longbow, the grip is quite a wide grip, which is what Predator do on their grips. So if you compare this to like a Montana longbow from Bear, this is a wider grip, and all the grips on the Predator bows are definitely wider. So it's got to be something you either like or you don't like. The Predator Velocity has the thin target grip because it's a metal riser. But this it's like, it sounds like the bow's like 18 pounds. It's like there's no noise. No vibration. Like the balance of the bow kind of goes up, which is fairly standard on all your traditional bows. You can see the balance point. The balance point on the longbow is a little bit, it's more balanced that way. I think the balance point is sort of in the middle, which is the traditional sort of spot, but it's a little bit more top heavy with the Rogue than a traditional Predator bow. But overall, the finish is great. Nice product. Now the price point on this bow is not cheap. On your traditional Predator recurve, you're looking around $1,000. This is Australian dollars. For the customs, which is basically the laminated handles here, you're looking around the $1,200. And this is the custom limbs, so it's clear glass on the outside. They're a little bit more expensive, but I'd say this is around the $1,200 mark. But I mean, how many takedown longbows are there on the market? And if you're looking for a high quality longbow, you know, basically you've got your big long ones like the Martin Savannahs, and this is pretty good. And for a takedown, it's nice. The grips, the connections here are really tight. I'll try and zoom in. It's really tight. It's nice. A nice bow, and yeah, overall a really nice product, and the company itself just fantastic. And yeah, on the last thing on Ron, I feel like I'm thinking that I've known, like in the archery industry, I've known lots and lots of people, and kind of feels a bit weird, but you know, there's people I look back on, I've known from a number of years. Brenda from Neat, fantastic company. PSE, the owners of PSE, Pete, John, and Jay, excellent people. Ron, I put right up there in the top 6 people. Obviously Mike, I've known for years, who was just a fantastic person, dedicated customer service, really caring individual. That's really, you know, as far as, you know, it's a privilege to have known him. And it's a sort of shame I didn't get to see more of him. But yeah, nice company, it continues. So Predator bows, check them out. And there's plenty written about Ron and him making bows. He's in books about his bow making. So yeah, really nice product, and yeah, check them out. Thank you for watching. Bye.